they devote an entire wing of medicine to fixing people's eyes, and I never thought of what life might be like without being able to see. To not see color or the sky, or to not be able to read, it's a terrifying thing. All these people around me, can they see clearly? Can I? Have I ever really taken a look at the world for what it really is and not just for what I see it to be? Is my father right? Are things not what they seem?
Hello? I'm sorry if I woke you. The nurse said it was all right to wait here. Before you tell me how much you hate me, I'd like to say I'm sorry about what happened.
I don't hate you.
Can I sit down? I've been standing here 15 minutes waiting for you to wake up. What do they say about the scar tissue?
How'd you know about that?
I called your father last night. He told me.
Well, they don't know anything about it yet. For all I know, I may be blind in one eye. How does it feel to know it made someone blind in an eye?
What do you want me to say? You want me to say I'm miserable? Fine, I'm miserable.
That's it? Only miserable? How do you sleep at night?
I did not come here to fight with you. If you want to do nothing but fight, I'm going home.
For my part, you can go to hell. Take a bunch of snooty Hasidim along with you. Well, what are you still standing there for? I thought you said you were going to go.
I came here to talk to you.
I don't want to listen. Go be sorry over my eye.
I am sorry.
I'll just bet you are. Danny Saunders came to see me yesterday. He said he wanted to apologize, and I didn't believe him, and I told him to go away.
You did a foolish thing, Reuben. Remember what the Talmud says. When someone comes to apologize to you, you should listen and forgive him.
I couldn't help it, Abba.
You hate him so much you would say horrible things about him and not forgive him?
I feel terrible about it.
I didn't mean to scold you.
You weren't scolding.
All I wanted to say is when someone wants to talk to you, you should be patient and listen, especially if he has hurt you in any way. Now, we will not talk anymore tonight about Red Soldier's son. It's an important day in the war. Listen to your radio and be in touch with what is happening on this important day.
Are you going to get angry at me again?
No.
Can I sit down?
Yes.
Thank you. You were pretty rotten yesterday, you know?
I know. I'm sorry.
I didn't so much mind you being angry. What I thought was rotten was the way you wouldn't let me talk.
You're right. That was wrong of me, and I'm sorry.
I came here to talk to you now. Do you want to listen?
Yes.
I've been thinking about the ballroom. I haven't stopped thinking about it ever since I got hit. Ever since you got hit. Well, whenever I do or see something I don't understand, I like to think about it until I understand it. I've thought about this, but I still don't understand it. I don't understand why I wanted to kill you. It's really bothering me.
Well, I should hope so.
Don't be cute, Malter. I'm not being melodramatic. I really wanted to kill you.
Well, it was a pretty hot game. I didn't love you there myself for a while.
I don't think you understand what I'm talking about.
No, really.
No, listen. Just listen to what I want to tell you. Do you remember the second curve you threw me?
Sure.
Do you remember I stood in front of the plate afterwards and looked at you?
Yeah.
Well, that was when I wanted to walk over to you and open your head with my bat. I don't know why I didn't. I wanted to. And it had nothing to do with the ball game. At least I don't think it did. We weren't the first rough team we played, and we've lost before too. But you really got me going, Malter. I can't figure it out. Anyway, I feel better telling you about it.
Please stop calling me Malter.
What do you want me to call you?
If you're gonna call me anything, call me Reuben. Malter sounds like you're a school teacher or something.
Okay, then you could call me Danny.
All right.
It's the wildest feeling. I've never felt that way before. You certainly have a rough foot pitching.
How about you? Where'd you learn to hit a ball like that?
Well, I practiced. You have no idea how many hours I spent learning how to field and hit a baseball.
Where'd you find the time? I thought you people are supposed to study Talmud all day.
Well, I have an agreement with my father. I study my quota of Talmud every day, and he doesn't care what I do the rest of the time.
What's your quota?
2 blot.
2 blot?
Well, I have a photographic memory. My father says it's a gift from God. I look at a page of Talmud, and I remember it by heart. I understand it, too. And And I can do it with Ivanhoe. Do you want to hear Ivanhoe?
Now you're showing off.
Trying to make a good impression.
I'm impressed. I have to start to memorize a page of Talmud. Are you going to be a rabbi?
Yes. I'm going to take my father's place.
I'm going to be a rabbi one day. Not the Hasidic type, though.
What would you want to become a rabbi for?
Why not?
Well, there are so many other things you could be.
Yeah. It's funny coming from you. You're going to be a rabbi.
I have no choice. It's an inherited position.
So you mean, if you didn't have to, then you wouldn't?
I don't think so.
What would you be?
I don't know. Probably a psychologist.
A psychologist? I'm not sure I know much about psychology at all.
It helps you understand what people are like inside. I've read books on it.
You mean like psychoanalysis and Freud?
Yes. What would you be if you didn't become a rabbi?
A mathematician. At least that's what my dad wants me to be.
And teach at a university somewhere?
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's great. So why not?
Well, I kind of feel like I could be more useful to people this way. To our people, anyway. Not everyone's religious like you or me, and I feel like I could teach them and help them when they're in trouble. I think I'd get a lot of pleasure out of that.
I don't think I would. Where did you learn to pitch like that?
I practice too.
But you don't have 2 blot of Talmud to do every day.
Thank God.
You certainly have a mean way of pitching.
How about you? How'd you learn to hit a ball like that right back in the pitcher?
I don't know. I can't hit it any other way. It's got something to do with my eyesight and the way I hold the bat.
Pretty murderous way to hit a ball. You almost killed me.
Well, you should have ducked.
I had no time to duck.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. You hit the ball so fast.
You could have picked up your glove. You didn't want to duck. You didn't want to duck the ball that I hit. You had to try and stop it.
That's right.
Well, you stopped it. No hard feelings anymore?
No hard feelings. I just got my eye heels all right.
Me too, believe me. I'd better get going. I've got school.
Oh, Danny? By the way, who won?
Oh, we did. Sorry.
Maybe you should be a professional baseball player.
I don't think my father would be too happy about that.
What would he say? It's a game for Apikoursim?
Maybe. He doesn't talk to me much.
Come on, he's a rabbi and he doesn't talk much?
He talks a lot, just not to me.
What do you mean?
My father, he believes in silence. He says words distort what a person is really feeling in his heart. He doesn't write either. He talks a lot when we're studying Talmud together, but otherwise he doesn't talk. He once told me he wishes we could all talk in silence.
Talk in silence?
That's what he said.
I don't understand.
I don't either. I'd better go, it's late. I'll come again tomorrow. That's okay.
Sure. Danny,
Yes.
thanks for coming.
Thanks for listening.
Danny came to see me today. I like him.
So, you like him? And what caused this miracle? You know, people are not always what they seem to be. That is the way of the world.
He's just so different than what I thought he would be like.
The Mishnah says a person should do 2 things for himself. One is, aseh lecha rav, choose yourself a teacher. And remember the other?
Acquire yourself a friend.
Very good. Do you know what a friendship is, Reuben? A Greek philosopher said that true friends are like 2 bodies with 1 soul. If you can, I think you should make Danny Saunders your friend and let him make you his friend.
I like him a lot, Abba.
I'm not talking about liking. I'm talking about true friendship. About
I understand.
making your friend. I think I'm right in this.
Are you feeling all right, Abba?
I'm tired, Reuben. Just a little tired. I think I will go now. I'll see you tomorrow.
Have you read Tolstoy
Some.
and Hemingway?
No.
How about Dostoevsky? Have you read The Brothers Karamazov?
Yes. Have you?
Isn't it fascinating? I met this man at the library a few weeks ago, and I asked him for some suggestions as to what to read. He gave them to me. It's like suddenly seeing whole new worlds just open up in front of me. Worlds I had no idea existed just a few months ago.
You've been asking strangers for books?
I didn't know where to start. He's a very nice man. I'd never been in a public library before.
Of course.
I just get so tired studying Talmud all the time. I know the stuff cold, so it gets boring. And I've spent almost every afternoon in the library.
Aren't secular books forbidden?
Yes, of course. Last month I started reading Freud. Do you know much about Freud?
Not much.
He talks about what we're really like deep down inside in what he calls the unconscious. He says